The Feast of Tabernacles reminds us that the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob has a new dwelling place. No, back it up. Slow it down. Believe in God, be deep also in me. My Father's house is many mansions. Think about this. In my Father's house, there's many mansions. That doesn't make sense. A mansion is bigger than a house. In my Father's mansion, there's many little houses. That would make sense, but no. You see, it doesn't say mansions. It says dwelling places. Or in some translations, rooms. In my Father's house. In my Father's house. In my Father's house, there are many dwelling places. I go to prepare a place for you, so that where I am, you will be also. He was on earth saying that, manifesting the glory of God when he was the I am on the earth. Well, that's heaven, and heaven has a beautiful little mansion for me. Well, first of all, if there's a mansion for you and everybody, who's going to clean your mansion in heaven?
Got him!
This is hard enough to hear. We don't need to make it worse. Okay. In my Father's house, in my Father's house, in my Father's house, there are many dwelling places. What is the Father's house? I was glad when they said to me, let us go to the house of the Lord. What are we talking about? The zeal for the house of the Lord consumed him. When he walked in and he said, my Father's house is a house of prayer for all people. You have turned it into a den of thieves. You remember that? Where was Jesus when he said that? What were they turning into a den of thieves? What was it? It was, will always be, has always been the temple of God. The temple is the house of God. Destroy this house, and in 3 days I will raise it up again. And they thought they were talking about a building, but it was his body, because the body is the temple. So when Jesus says, I go to prepare a place in my Father's house, the Father's house is not some place in the galaxies. The Father's house is the temple of God. And know ye not that you are the temple of the living God? When Jesus says, I'm going to prepare a place, where did he come to live? He came to live inside of you. He's preparing you. You are the body and the house he's preparing, not so that you can have a house, but so that God can have a house in you.
Oh! Whoa! Whoa! Johnny! Whoa!
Oh, my mansion.